Hey, so we are here at 1655 Hopewell, and you saw what Logan did when he did his walkthrough. And I kind of just want to go through what we're actually doing to the house and give you guys a show. So here we go. So far, of course, we've painted everything, and that includes the trim. So one of the things that you look for is dated trim. Like this, of course, it just has a primer coat on it at this point. But dated trim is just, all old yellow wood trim. It just gotta go. So if you're flipping a house, paint the trim. It's an easy. I mean, if it makes sense. Obviously, if you're dealing with a 100-year-old antique home, it might be something different. But on trim like this, that's that yellow color. It's got to go. Painted on the baseboard. We're kind of still obviously in process. We have the oak floors. These were the oak floors that were here before we sanded and finished them. We don't normally do a natural finish just because it's kind of not real popular right now. We did a natural finish here because this house is dark. And the darker we go to the floor, the smaller the rooms feel. So we went with a natural finish in here. We have not yet addressed the bathrooms. This guy's awesome. Take a peek at this guy. Obviously the medicine cabinet came down. That's just an initial rough coat of some really rough mud. We're gonna sand all that down, get the walls primed. This tile and this countertop, we are actually going to refinish. This will be our first time using and we're gonna refinish the tub. First time using a refinisher for these, where they come in and they actually put on some super heavy duty special coating that looks really cool. I actually saw it on another property and loved it. So we're gonna do that. This floor we're leaving, which is kind of against my MO because I think it's really ugly, but the problem is it's a mudded in floor, so there's about 4 inches of concrete in there. We'd have to tear out supports in the floor and do all sorts of, it'd be a $4,000 or $5,000 project to just replace that little floor. It doesn't make sense for this house. This house is going to retail for somewhere $130,000 to $135,000. You can't put $5,000 into 25 square feet of flooring and actually make any money on it. So refinishing all this tile, fixing all that stuff. Let's see, the ceiling's in there. So this bathroom is on its way. By the end of next week, hopefully all this will be in much better shape. In here, this is a bedroom. Who puts a chandelier in a bedroom? This is the worst idea. This goes away. We're putting in obviously ceiling fans, something more modern. Again, this was the floor that had carpet on it. It's not uncommon, especially here in Colonial Acres, to find hardwoods throughout. So yeah, of course we just tore up the carpet, did some wall repair where they hadn't used the bathroom for a long time, and put some new wood in. You can't even find the repair. Refinished it. These windows are a little older. I love to replace windows. Windows are a huge selling point. If you can replace windows, do it. The problem is there's a lot of windows here, and these are a little dated in that they are between when aluminum was really ugly. Like there's 1970s aluminum windows, which are awful. These are not those. These are more like mid-1980s maybe. They all work. So I'm leaving the windows. Maybe that's a bad call, but when stuff like this works, people just kind of tend to overlook it. So we're doing that. Let's see, what else we got going? This room, of course, is getting redone. That's going to get replaced. Nothing real exciting in here. Oh, the shutters. We're taking all the shutters down. I don't know if you saw the shutters in the last video, but those shutters are terrible. So old wooden shutters it's just awesome. One thing you'll find when flipping a house is that people don't care about window treatments. So you don't have to dress up the house. They're gonna put their own window treatments on. And shutters are one of those things that if you can get rid of it, patch the holes and let more light in, it'll sell faster. So never fear ripping shutters off and calling it quits there. Let's see, what else we got? HVAC system, that's still a newer system there, so we don't have to worry about that. This will get replaced. Every light fixture, my staples are light fixtures, flooring, paint, and doorknobs and hinges. So every doorknob, every hinge, every strike plate, all of this stuff will get swapped out to something modern. So we had to go through and run grounds and get everything up to code on the outlets. Kind of a bummer. This looks not exactly square, but I'll get the electrician to square that up. But that's part of it, because you'll get those caught in inspection, and that stuff you're going to dump money into. We'll put thousands of dollars into electrical work here. We're replacing the panel, doing all sorts of stuff. that you just, nobody will see when they come through to look at the house. They won't even appreciate it, which stinks because you're flipping it. Your goal is to make as much money on a flip as you can, but when it comes time for inspection, your job will be so much easier if you just go ahead and pump the money and do it up front. Fix the old fuse boxes, get rid of them, go to breakers, go through the permitting process, just get it done. This, of course, these cabinets are getting painted. This toilet, of course, is hideous. It's going. This is where the old medicine cabinet was. We're just going to box that in. Actually, not even putting the medicine cabinet back in. One, because that's dated to have a medicine cabinet up front. Secondly, because it just looks clean. If you box it in, paint it, and stick a mirror on the wall. You've already got storage down here. It's not amazing, but let somebody else come back in and do the little things like, oh, I want a shelf over here, I want this over there. They can do that once they buy it. But if it's clean and neat and well painted and well trimmed, that's the stuff people look for. This light, of course, it's going away. This room is super cool here because this was all textured ceiling. So textured ceiling, first of all, with all the funky swirls in it, is out. Wow, that's bright. Turn that down a little bit, or turn it around. So it's out, like it just doesn't look good. So Jason and Gab have come through and sanded this whole ceiling down and smoothed it out and repainted it. It looks awesome. Fireplace, painted that fireplace. That looks great, Gab, by the way.
Thank you.
That color, is that a color? That's a color good, Jason. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I love that color on the fireplace. It's a nice kind of light gray. You remember how brown that fireplace was before?
Just like the trim.
Yeah, just like the trim. It was just that horrible, ugly color of brick. So that looks awesome. We're still in the middle of painting in here. All the shutters here are gone. So we had all those shutters. That stuff went away. And let's see, what else we got in here? Oh, kitchen cabinets. Kitchen cabinets all got new paint put on them. We're refinishing those countertops, new hardware, and we're still on the fence. Maybe we should have just replaced those cabinets because that surely would have looked better, I think, if we just put brand new cabinets in. But I guess we'll know in the end. Laundry. Nothing crazy back here yet. We still got light fixtures to replace, some trim to do, some painting to be done. This floor is getting covered up with a, I think it's a laminate. It's some like nice, really nice looking laminate floor. Not the clop type of laminate, but a much better, it's a laminate. It's gonna look great. So this is that closet, if you remember Logan was talking about, and that's 6 by 6. It's a pretty good guess, Logan, 5 by 5. He's right, there's a wet wall back here. But again, you gotta know what you're flipping. Like, this house is not gonna generate enough revenue for us to ever begin to think about actually making this room bigger. It's just, the comps just aren't here for the neighborhood. So we really are gonna leave that bathroom where it is, which a half bath's fine, it's not great. It'd be awesome if this was a full bath, but we're just not, there's no money for it. So this will stay a really cool closet. It's almost a mudroom off the backyard. These shelves need to be, that's something, stuff like that's a cheap fix to make the place look a lot better. Get rid of this hoopty, whatever this is. I don't know what this arrangement is, but that probably needs to go. But that stuff's cheap. But blowing out a bathroom and adding a tub, and which you have enough room here to add a tub, but it won't. Just won't bring it from the house. Oh, here's the old textured ceiling. Look at that. That's what the rest of the living room looked like, and then part of it was falling down. So there was no way to really save what was there or even copy it. Not that I wanted to, because it's really ugly. And no one likes it. People love smooth ceilings. So there's a good place to put your money. Put it in a smooth ceiling. It looks great. Thanks so much.